Hi everyone, it's Anthony here from the virtual training team, the home of virtual training. And in this video, I just want to talk about some of the surprising benefits of virtual training compared to classroom-based training. I think there are 11 benefits to talk about. The first one is improved learner transfer, which might come as a surprise. But we think virtual training can be just as effective, if not more so, than classroom training. And one of the reasons for that is it can be bite-sized. It normally runs between 1 and 3 hours, whereas you don't need the half day or even longer that you would in a face-to-face session. Number two, increased time efficiency. Quite a big one, this. So there's no travel time needed for learners or for trainers, zero travel time outside of work hours, less time away from your desk and away from doing the job. Participants can get back to work immediately after a virtual session. And obviously they can do this from home or from an office or wherever is suitable for them. Number three is the cost savings. So we've done time, now it's money. And virtual training can save you money partly because there is no travel involved, but also because you don't have the costs of the facilities, the rooms that you might need to rent, plus the lunches and the drinks and things like that as well. Number four, matching a flexible workforce. So organizations are rapidly moving and encouraging remote working, and virtual training is perfect. It's a perfect fit for this. It means learners can participate from anywhere and use, importantly, the same tech that they'd be using anyway. Number five, well-being. So as virtual workshops can be joined from either the office or home and travel time is reduced, you've also got no need for hotel stays, and colleagues can schedule things around around their existing commitments. So I just think overall, virtual training is a contributor to the staff's well-being in general. Number six, encouraging digital. So more so than ever, organizations are trying to push towards a more digital environment, and traditional face-to-face training doesn't really align with that in a hotel or a conference center. Digital is here to stay, and anybody in L&D who wants to stay apace of those developments and the future of learning needs to change and adapt to it. Number seven, facilitating collaboration. So virtual workshops can include all members of a team, including those contributing part-time or those that are sited remotely. And when all of the team can kind of work together in a collaborative way in a session, then it also improves the outcomes and also diversity. Number eight, enabling global reach and inclusivity. So using virtual training from different offices, cities, different time zones, it can create this kind of consistency and stability and scalability, I should say, across the whole organization, regardless of where those staff are based. Number nine, reducing the risk. So in recent years, this one has become, we've had some extreme events. Obviously, we've got COVID, but we've had floods and terrorism. And when these events occur, it increases the risk for staff. So the fact that there is no travel involved is a great help. But also we're immune to things like traffic jams, delays, flight delays, and things like that. Number 10, limiting carbon usage. So organizations are obviously being challenged to reduce their carbon footprint and also report on how much carbon they're using. And many have stated that they need to try and decrease that amount. And again, with no travel involved, virtual training can go some way to addressing that. And finally, number 11, it's recordable and reusable. So importantly, if you're not able to attend a live session, you can experience what other people, to some degree, what other people were saying in the training session. Content can also be edited, and chopped into smaller chunks. We use these sometimes for things like learning nudges. But it's very useful to be able to kind of break down the training in more kind of manageable chunks that would fit in with their working day. So that's it from me. I think virtual training is here to stay. It's certainly addressing a lot of issues for organizations, more so now with COVID accelerating it, but even without that, we really believe that virtual training is at least as effective, if not more so, than face-to-face.